guys, how are things? Just doing a little friction fire there. I'm just wrapping up my things here to have them safe for tomorrow. Incidentally, this bit of buckskin, I have it about 35 years and I actually got my first ember on this bit of buckskin. According to Gary, how you doing, Gary? He reckons I should get this framed. I'll just wrap up my stuff here, put it away. I'm going to talk to you about a knife, a new knife, and how people are doing with COVID-19 and being stuck at home. Maybe they're forced to talk to their partners now and stuff like that. So, here we go, guys. This is the knife. It's a Sacha Puukko. Jeremy Thomas made this knife. He's a senior instructor at the Boulder Outdoor Survival School. If you don't know about them, you haven't been around for a long time. They're gone practically since 1968. So it's a small knife, a little bit less, say about palm width. It's a 3.5 inch blade. It's 01 tool steel. It has a 90-degree spine. It's full tang, so it's essentially a full tang Puukko, I suppose. This is a lovely ironwood on the scale, Sonoran desert ironwood, stainless steel Corby bolts, and it's a 2.4mm in thickness. And man, this thing just loves to cut. So I suppose ideally you would pair this with a slightly larger knife if you could, if you wanted to be doing a lot of say battening and stuff like that, and this would probably be the ideal knife to pair it with, in my thinking. This is the Mac Grain primitive knife. This has served me very, very well. You can see it has been shown a considerable amount of love and it's still going strong. Great knife, and for a big knife it's not that heavy, being only 3mm. But anyhow, it's all about this today. So it's surprising what you can do with a small knife as well. I'm just going to show you a particular cut, because a big problem that people end up with a small knife is they can't chop. Of course you can cross batten, but there are ways of, if we wanted to reduce this down in size, we can use what I call the Beaver Chew, or some people call it the rose cut. And basically what it is, now a lot of people will tell you that using a knife with your thumb on the back of the edge is not really a practical form of cutting. Now, I would say I build quite a few traps, and if you're building traps you'll realise you need to use your thumb on the back for number 7 notches and stuff like that. But I would also say, from a safety point of view, I like, when I'm teaching students, I teach them to have their thumb behind the blade, because when their thumb is behind it, nothing can ever happen to you when your hands are behind the blade. So we're doing this Beaver Chew or rosette cut, so you just cut into there like that, and this thing being 2.4mm really wants to cut. You move along and cut in again, move around and cut in again, okay, and around again, back to nearly where we started. Okay, now, and hence the name rosette cut. You have this little rose left. So it's a practical way of removing a large branch if you're setting up for traps or whatever, to cut them down to size when you don't have that ability to chop. So when you're using a small knife, we have to apply the rules of physics, and we have to be a little bit smarter on how we use it, and a little bit less brute force. When you're using a knife, just a few safety issues just that we covered this. The less your knife moves, the safer it is. So for hogging off a lot of material, a chest lever is a great grip, because the knife isn't moving. See, I'm pulling here and I'm pulling back. It's very safe because the knife isn't moving. I'm moving the material. The same can be done with a kind of a shin lever grip. So I'm pulling here. The knife isn't moving anywhere. So it's inherently very safe. So could we survive with a knife like this in that size? Well, most of the instructors in there are very, very good survival school very high integrity. This is what their instructors use. Cody Lundeen uses a knife similar. I just want to grab a batten here, just bear with me. So this is kind of wrist thick. I'm going to give it a shot, batting it down a little bit. So if you can't make the cut, you have to slice the pie, okay? So you always need enough protruding that you can batten through it, okay? And just taking your time, working your way down, slowly but surely. And obviously this is as thick as you would, this is wrist thick, this is as thick as I would consider putting this knife through. Like, I mean, this is seasoned timber. It's not green timber. It is putting up a bit of a resistance there. And if you hear any noises in the background, that's my dogs. We have quite a few dogs here. There's an Irish wolfhound there. He's asleep. He's fine. And we have a new pup here, a golden retriever. Cody is his name. I wonder where he got that name from. So you can see that is making its way through. Now we're kind of stuck at home at the moment like everybody else, so I can't really show you how you can take down a small tree with a knife like this, but we will get back to that at another stage. I'm just showing you that it can batten a knife that size, and once you can deal with wrist thick type material, you're home and hose, because you're going to be able to get to a dry core for lighting a fire. And wrist thick is about as big as you would be using for shelter building. So just going to test the spine on this now. So I have a few little feathers that I made earlier, and my favourite initial ignition source, and I always carry jute twine on me because I'm a firm believer in, it's not that feathers won't readily accept a strike from a ferro rod, they will indeed, but maybe not the first time every time. So what we're aiming for is always to be economical with our use of everything. So I don't want to be scratching that and scratching that ferro rod, trying to ignite feathers, even though they're decent feathers, when I can do it with one strike. Now, the gods of bushcraft will probably go against me now, and it won't ignite with the first strike, or maybe it will. Okay, so it's a way of saving materials, and that's what's, you know, everything in survival is about saving, whether it's saving calories, or saving the use of your material, or managing a fire appropriately, so that you don't have a roaring fire for 2 hours and then nothing all night. So there you have it, guys. It is the Sacha Puukko. Marvellous knife, very, very comfortable in the hand. 3.5 inch blade, about a 4 inch handle, 2.4 millimeters thick, continuous cut and curve. It's not a redesign of a knife, it's really a full tang version of a knife that has proven itself in the Nordic lands time and time again. And I absolutely love this. It really, really loves to cut. So guys, the fact that we're stuck at home now, we will be back, and we'll be back with more videos during the week, and we've a lot of knives to get out of the way, and we might as well do it here at home where we can. I can't really get to the woods, and the woods that I can get to are, there's lots of people in them now where they wouldn't ordinarily be. Right guys, that's it, we're out, and thanks for dropping by, and I hope you are all keeping okay. Seriously, you know, this is going to pass, and just stick with it. See you next time guys, take care.